Had to sneak away so I could do a quick DC week. Sorry, I'm all jolting around, guys. I'm all moving around. I'm excited. I had to talk about Injustice versus He-Man, as well as the totality storyline and the fill-in Legion of Doom issue number 4 through 6 of Justice League by Snyder, and the fifth one was by Tinian. So, without further ado, French Fry Hair was back to drawing the Injustice, the homestyle French Fry Hair, I should say, Injustice versus He-Man. He-Man with his wonderful style and French fries all up on his head. It looks very delightful. But I thought his artwork looked really good in this issue, and I thought he would fit very well. Freddie Williams II would fit very well on Swamp Thing, because he drew a great Swamp Thing there. He draws great background details and a lot of really good stuff. And I thought Tim Seeley did an awesome job with the writing. It was actually a lot better than the He-Man versus Thundercats that I just read recently. And I thought that was kind of why I was going to do this one too, for anybody interested. So I can recommend number 1. I can definitely recommend it. And it is the same artist, which is cool. Secondarily, number 4 through 6, we got the little kid, who's a version of the Turtle, being controlled by Grodd right now, going up against Flash, and they're having the Still Force. It's a big thing going on right now, as well as John Stewart and the Ultraviolet stuff going up against Sinestro. We got Hawkgirl and Batman inside of Martian Manhunter and Superman, and they're helping to resist, but Lex Luthor and a few others are also in there, unbeknownst to them, coming in to kind of fight them. They evidently somehow knew that they were going to be inside their bodies, and they're fighting the Totality Wall, which is the Source Wall. And the Source Wall is kind of like between the two realities, because once they break it, they're going to go ahead and do a Marvel and DC crossover again to try to get a nice boom in comics, which would be awesome. I'm cool with that. Get a boom in comic sales, man. People need to remember that these bad boys exist on the face of this planet, and that they're a very enjoyable way to spend time. And so I definitely would say check them out. The Justice League was by Snyder, with the fill-in issue by Tinian, and the art is by Jorge Jimenez, doing a really good job. He's excellent, fresh off of his Super Sons run. And the fill-in issue was by Doug Monk with a bad inker. He usually uses the same person, and he wasn't his usual person. They didn't know how to ink his stuff. It looked scratchy, and it didn't look right. So that was an unfortunate thing. But the next one was by Jim Cheung, who, for whatever reason, they were trying to say the series is by, when it's actually been by Jimenez all the way through. And Jim Cheung only drew the first issue. But I digress. This is the only real problem I have with comics right now. When they try to put them out quicker, they don't keep the same artist on it. And they're not doing it the style of Valiant used to be doing it when Dinesh was in charge. Rehire Dinesh, hashtag, sorry guys, got to put that out there. Where he had put all these comics together in advance and then released them, like quickly, I guess, kind of. So they'd never have a fill-in artist, never have a fill-in writer, because they'd have, say, 2 years worth of it done before they even started putting them out. But whatever. I digress. You should check out anything from the first 5 years of Valiant. Anything now isn't going to be as good. And you should check out these books. And you should comment with me and conversate with my dorky ass, because I'm lonesome without you. No, I'm just kidding. Trying for funny. Apologies, peeps. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Greater Black, Black Audience.